I'm just gonna sing along with the song. Every time I move my loose, when I love come in. Every time I turn around, back in love. Got mixed emotion. That's the way my feelings flow. Excuse me, I'm only human. Sometimes I just don't know. Every time I move my loose, when the love comes in. Every time I turn around, back in love. Yeah. Back in love. When his arms around me, I feel so satisfied. Excuse me, love you forever. Sometimes things can't decide. Every time I move my loop, when I love come in, every time I turn around, I can love. Yeah. And this is what I want to say to all of you who are in the world, no matter what way, even if you are in one of the ways that is considered the ways of the world in these last days, which we do reside in. And let me tell you that the last days, oh, we are definitely in them. But that time, which the scriptures spoke of, is not yet come. And that time shall only come when I am but finished with giving all that I have to give to the world. And even though I have given all that needs be given, it is not pure yet. Because thus far, all that I have given, these leaders who are in the worlds of religion have taken my message and put it to fit to their own ways. But I come to purely put these ways to us, and I shall. There's nothing that none of you could do about it. And do not think for one moment that you can come and kill me like you have done even to God Himself. And any of those who have come with the message of heaven, such as Martin Luther King, such as Malcolm, and two men to walk this earth that did come. Neither one of them started out that way. Both of them started out in the ways. Martin started off as a Christian. Christians killed him when they seen that he was no longer going to abide by their way. Such as the same with Malcolm. When you Muslims or the Nation of Islam, the Nation of Islam that was over here in America, that is you, Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Even though you are not here no more, all of you who are his descendants and think that it was under him because he was the first to bring this knowledge to you were all supposed to end up, you of Islam, where Malcolm was trying to take you to. Now, It was a combination of the Nation of Islam and the United States government that killed that man. So, did I tell you, all the daughters of Malcolm X know who killed your father, and the grandfather of all the babies that I hope you did have. Because your grandfather, their grandfather's namesake is great. So much great is it that his name shall never be forgotten. And though his name will not be as the great or as great as the name of the man that came almost 2,000 years ago and walked amongst us, even though his name will never be as great as that man's name, he shall be remembered in the pretense of that man that did walk almost 2,000 years ago. Because though he did not start out, he did end in the same way. Thus, why they killed him. I'm talking about now King. It was a different story. He never had fully gotten to see, but because of his friendship with Malcolm, before he could even tell y'all of he's falling back from the way that even he grew up in. Now, know of Dr. Martin Luther King. His father was a pastor, hence to why he became a pastor. But even his own bloodline will tell you that Martin's father did not approve of what he was doing. Because Martin Luther King Sr., he was still of the slave mentality. His junior, the one who we all follow, and he got killed. And it was just crazy how all the news is coming out now. Listen, if none of you know, with Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, know this about the ways you take today to follow, you Muslims and you Christians. Well, who was involved with Malcolm's death? The government and the Muslims. Who was involved in Dr. Martin Luther King's death? Well, the government and the Christians. But yet you still think it is all right to come in the name of and follow these ways. I ask, why? Why do y'all follow or choose to keep following behind any of the ways that man today does have? I keep asking myself this question, and I just don't know. But one thing I do know is that you who are the Nicki Minaj, Rihanna, Beyonce, and I see y'all have took to collaborate amongst yourselves to make a song. The only thing that is missing from the greatness of your collaboration is you don't yet have the song that you all are supposed to bring forth to the world. So that I am still in need of my wife. I wouldn't mind, Rihanna, Nicki, Beyonce, you are married and you are not to leave Jay-Z. You two are to go to down in the grave together, and don't let Hollywood break you up. If you do, oh, what a shame it would be for the ones that shall carry on your legacy. Meaning that little special one that y'all have, and she is special. Don't let Hollywood do to her what Hollywood has done to Jada Pinkett and Will. What Hollywood has done to their children, please don't let that happen to Ivy. Matter of fact, it won't happen. How I know? From the parents of you both. That's how I know it won't happen. From Ivy's grandparents, I know. Because what y'all don't know is that y'all left her with her grandparents enough that the things that her grandparents had to teach her sits deep down inside of her. Because really, the thing, Jay Z, and I knew you since you was Joe Camel back in Marcy Projects. Who am I? Well, let's just say I'm family to Al Tech, to Tavio. I need say any other name, even in the time that you ran around Marcy Project, and before you even became Joe Camel, the crew I ran with gave you the name. I know you never liked that name. And the person that gave you that name, it was me that made him stop calling you that. Something else you need to know. And I do remember my days in Marcy Projects when you was up and coming. I'm talking about even before you met Biggie. And Biggie, he knows me too. Biggie, my father, right there on Albemarle and Fulton Street, used to cut Biggie's hair. Biggie sat in the project many days with me. Even before me and my brother went to Empire Skating Rink one night, who was in there but Big? And we never, like, my pops was cutting this dude hair. And then we go into Empire Skating Rink one night and find out that that's Biggie's house. And some of his people got into beef with my brother that night. And it was only because, well, Biggie didn't know my brother in the way that he had met me, which was at our father's barbershop where he was working there. He didn't own it, but he was working there, cutting hair. But he, in sort of a way, you could say he was the proprietor. He wasn't the owner, but he was the manager. He was the nigga in charge of that place. And Biggie, if he was here, would tell you this. He should tell you that I'm not lying. And he know my family members to back this story up. In fact, before my cousin Tavio came out of jail, because when he went into jail, he was that nigga in Marcy Project. And yeah, I got a story to tell Tav. I haven't seen you for a while now, but I know you are good. I know ain't nobody take your ass from this life. I know the caliber of motherfucker you are. I know you have even more power than me. Even though the law they used you, and that was the one thing that made you lesser than me. You left yourself to be used by political powers when I didn't. Even I got a nephew, Andre Collier. whom the feds have locked up to this day. Do you know why they locked him up? They ran a conspiracy on all yo, they ran a conspiracy on the drug trade in the United States. My nephew, they gave him this title, and he was not worthy to have that title because he was not that one. But for some reason, y'all happen to make him the scapegoat of it. It's cool. He's good with it. I told him when y'all first locked him up and y'all gave him the sentence of 33 and 1/3 years. And I'm talking about Andre Collier, aka Boulderhead from Staten Island, whom, when y'all locked him up, said he was responsible for over 90% of the drugs that was coming into America because he was the muscle behind them. How much muscle was he? Y'all locked him up, and y'all still got him locked up. So who really was letting the drugs in? Was it him? It wasn't you, Dre. Dre, you got too big headed. They put you in the place just like my brother, your uncle before you. They put him, even you, they put y'all in the place that y'all had. Most of the people that was on your team, or that even today you might think is on your team, they put them there to serve you. Yo, the powers that be are very, very, very much intelligent. In fact, you know how they tell you that the ones who follow the way of evil, their way is more wicked? Do you know what that means? That means that you who try to take the road of a righteous man, if you come upon a wicked man, that wicked man will turn you into a fool. If you stray but for 1 minute. This means that when that man that comes amongst you, and you'll know that he is not like you, but the moment you stop trying to make him like you, he will make you like him. I don't know if I make sense. One thing I do want to make is a word reach upon the whole world. And you who are in the world of entertainment, y'all should have my back. I know there's like Soldier Boy. I remember back in 2013, 14, when I was on Google Plus, I know you was coming and you was hitting at me hard. It was not upon you. But don't think that that was to mean that the things that I taught you back then, that you were to stray away from. Keep those things that we shared back then. Nicki Minaj. Um, I still like to call you Mother Dear. I don't like that name, Nicki Minaj, because Minaj means menage a trois. And that's some old homo shit, faggot shit. And also to you gays, I done told you, your way out of the curse that is set but upon you, all of you, is that you, the gay woman, your only choice is to get with the gay man. All right, gay man, you like a man taking his privates and doing what happens between a man and a woman. You who are of that gay world, you like that to happen between man and man, right? Well, this is an abomination. Do you know why? Because two men cannot reproduce, nor can two women. So, women. But let me share this also. Gay woman,
What do you know what the female is?
she
What
is
so
not put under the same laws that man is. Remember, the law not to touch was given to man, not unto woman. But, gay woman, it is your world, the world of you, that can save that gay man. And that gay man will be punished. And if you should have any love for him, know that he'll be punished because of the law that was given unto man. And you might, man try to justify it and say, well, how could a woman be gay and a man cannot be gay? Well, guess what? The law of not to touch is not given to women. And the reason why, you were told, yes, you can have many wives. But in those ancient days when men were allowed more than one wife, it was only because life was young. And listen to this. And because it's very important. Life was young, and man and woman was put here to be fruitful. I shall explain nothing further than that. But just to tell you that, gay man, if you wish to remain your way, because gay man, your problem is you like to have another man enter inside you. Yet this is abomination. Yet if a woman enter inside you, there's nothing that the heavens can say about it. So, gay man, marry the gay woman. And if the satisfaction that you need is her, she strap on and do to you what she does to her girlfriend, and you, in order to please her, you don't want to stick your member inside of nothing. So you do the things that will please her. She'll do the things that please you. And in the sight of the heavens, it is man and woman, so there shall be no discrepancy. It's your only way out. And I have said this. The only way out you have that the heavens do give you. Now, I heard my brother Geno Jennings saying about Congress and how people in Congress, certain people, are trying to fight for the gay rights. Well, they trying to fight for if you make a video such as I am doing now, that the government can be allowed to come and arrest you. I tell you, back down from this cause. For even if you don't, even if America was to allow you to have this law, I shall be the first one you shall come to arrest. But guess what? You ain't gonna like when you put me in jail. You're not gonna like it. Heavens is not gonna like you. I love you all, but you, gay America, I don't love you. I can't love you. Though I do have feelings of love for you, it is forbidden me to love you. It is forbidden anybody to love you, even you to love yourself. Walked into a forbidden way. And don't say you were made this way. I heard that argument that you faggots try to say, oh well, I was born this way. No, motherfucker, you was born male or female. Most men have left out of the house, especially in our world, for the slave mentality that was set upon us over 4,000 years ago. That's really how long it's been. But over the last 400 years, they have fed so much. Why do you, man? I can start to tell y'all stories that y'all won't believe. So I won't tell you those stories, not yet. One story I will tell you right now is that right now, you who are gay men, You want to remain your way? Then you shall depart from us. And we shall give you. And matter of fact, you'll be able, when that time comes, and the heavens shall make sure that that time shall be. I hope that you'll let me bring this time upon the world. For if the heavens bring it, there'll be no choice. I bring it, well, at least you'll have a choice, faggot. I'm sorry to say it this way, but follow these things I tell you so you can have a choice. And the only choice you got is to take that woman who is the gay woman and make her be your wife. I love you all, and I end this video. If you can't see my love, it's because the heavens have hardened your heart. Meaning, like, you who are the gay America, faggots. I don't like the shit I'm saying right now, but it's okay, whether you like it or not. Read the own word written inside your own self and know who you are. Love you all. Oh, wait. Before I leave, man, what the fuck did I want to do? Oh, I want to tell a joke. Yo, it's crazy that I picked this joke to tell. It go like this. It's called Jed in the Shed. Jed and his father was in the house. And Paul looked at Jed and was like, Jed? He was like, yeah, Paul. Like, going out to the shed and found the shovel for me. Jed was like, huh? Paul was like, go out to the shed and get the shovel for me. So Jed was like, okay, Paul. Jed went out to the shed. While he was looking for the shovel, he found some girly magazines. So he was in there looking at them. Meanwhile, back at the house, Jed mother comes in to the room where Paul is sitting, and she's like, Paul? He's like, yeah, Mom. She was like, where's Jed at, Paul? I've been looking for him. Paul was like, well, I sent him out to the shed to get the shovel for me. So Mom was like, okay, could you go and get him? Because I need him. So Paul was like, okay, Mom. So Paul goes out to the shed, and he's, Jed? He's calling Jed. Jed? Jed? Finally, Jed hears him and answers. He said, yes, Paul? He's like, what you doing, Jed? I sent you to get the shovel. Didn't you find it yet? Jed was like, oh, yeah, Paul. I found the shovel, but I also found these here books, and I was looking at them. Paul said, okay. You know what, Jed? Paul's still speaking. And he says, you know what, Jed? It's about time you learned about the facts of life. Come on back to the house. You know what? I don't even want to finish telling this joke because it's a faggot ass joke. But it is so fun. It'll make the people laugh at you gays. So that's why I'm not going to finish it. Most of you gays probably know the ending of it. And knowing if you do the ending of it, you should all be ashamed of yourself. You should all be ashamed of yourselves because if you wasn't born a woman, then you shouldn't be. And if you wasn't born a man, then you shouldn't be. What this means is if you wasn't born a woman, then you shouldn't try to act like one. And if you wasn't born a man, same thing. You should not try to act like one. There are laws that was given to both man and woman. Anyway, I love you all. Peace and blessings.